Say love, I wanna make love with you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a requested video that was on my last iPhone Android to iPhone video. If you haven't seen that, the link's going to be up here for you guys to check it out. But a lot of people have been asking me to update you on like my use of the iPhone, what I feel, is it worth it switching to Apple in 2020. So I'm going to get all into that in this video, and let's get on to the video. Alright guys, so it has literally been 9 months since I've had this device, the iPhone 11 Pro Max. As you guys can see, I can do a what's on my iPhone in a later video, but I've had it for 9 months, which is crazy. I've not been a Samsung user since September, I think, but this has been a really good device so far. I've only had like really one complaint, and I'm going to get into that because it's a really like big deal, so wait on for that. But now I'm going to just talk about the things that I have seen throughout the device that I really like, and maybe is a reason to switch. The first thing is camera quality. My pictures, boom, as you guys can see on the screen, my pictures have been amazing. I know Samsung obviously has great camera quality, but to the naked eye and like for different lighting situations, it's not always reliable. So I definitely wanted a device that will give me that reliability that I'm looking for, and this has definitely been able to do that. I just take my phone out in low light situations and very sunny situations. This phone gets the colors together, gets the lighting together, and I'm just left with a beautiful picture that I can just have and hold and keep and love. So yeah, camera quality is a main reason why I switched. I think like mainly maybe the only reason why I really made the decision to switch, and yeah, it has definitely been catering to me thus far. No problems whatsoever. When I first got it though, it did seem a little bit fuzzy with the pictures, but I just see that's just Apple's way of trying to like flesh it out, make it look really good to the naked eye, and they do a great job with that. I think video quality comes hand in hand with that. I have taken like 1 or 2 vlogs with it, and hopefully you guys have seen my other videos where I do showcase that. But again, it's like has a little fuzzy look to it, like a cartoon-like filters on top of it, but that's just the main camera quality. I do find that sometimes when I take videos, I don't put it into 4K, which I definitely want my videos to be at the top quality level. So maybe that's something that I have to start doing, be more like notice that more when I use the camera feature. But yeah, so camera quality has been 10 out of 10 so far, no complaints there. Another thing that I really like is the battery life. Literally this phone will stay alive for like a good 24 hours like straight. Like you will not have to charge it. If you charged it the night before, you won't have to charge it the next day. Like that's my experience. I do have pretty heavy use on it, and sometimes I don't even, when I go to sleep, I don't even put on the charger because I know it'll be fine in the morning. Literally 5% on this device will last you a good 30 minutes maybe. That's if like, it depends on what you're doing obviously, but 5% has lasted me so long. Like that 5, it just holds your phone together. So yeah, battery life is a top tier qualifier of why I made the switch as well, because my use with Samsung, because of the multitasking with the Samsung, battery's always like moving, the battery's always working to make those like live backgrounds work, make those multitasking, make your different screens resume to the page that it was left on. So that's mainly why that I think that the Samsung definitely fails in the battery department, because it offers so much more so many more features with multitasking and live backgrounds and more customization. So that's basically why Samsung fails in that, and that's why this one kind of fails in customizability and multitasking, because they have a good battery. So it's like, you want this or you want this. You have to literally make that choice when you're trying to figure out if you want to go from Android to Apple or Apple to Android. I've actually heard a lot of people in the comments, they did switch from iPhone to Android. So I mean, it's really up to your preference of what you want in your phone, because obviously when you pay thousands of dollars for these phablets, you want the best you can get, the bang for your buck. And it just depends on what matters the most to you. And for me, at this time in my life, what matters to me the most is our cameras and battery, because I want something that's always going to be on whenever I need it. It's really reliability that I'm looking for. Alright, another thing that I really like is the sound quality. If you listen to any media just straight out without any headphones, any AirPods, anything, the sound quality is amazing. Literally, I have watched Netflix on this so much throughout this quarantine. I might make a Netflix video because baby girl, I've been watching some gems. But sound quality on here is really amazing. It has like a surround sound kind of feature on it. I don't know how it does it since the speaker grill's on the bottom, but when you're watching it this way, a surround sound feel to it. So I definitely really enjoyed that experience, and it's been amazing so far. Now we're gonna go to the bad and the ugly, because there are some bad things that I have seen throughout the phone. Well, not that many that can outweigh my decision, but some things that are very noteworthy that if you are trying to make this decision, you might want to hear. So Siri does get annoying. It really does, but it's also been a big part of my life since I have made the switch. It's been a big help, but recently it's been really buggy. I don't know why recently it's been like this, but usually I just be like, hey Siri, play my favorite Justin Bieber song.
Okay, here's some Justin Bieber, picked just for you.
Thank you. They know I don't like this song, but yeah, I just use it to play music most of the time, and when I'm doing my math, sometimes I do math, and I ask it to do some quick calculations just to make sure like I'm set. So you can ask it to do pretty much anything. I do have like a little conspiracy that obviously Siri is listening to me all the time, so in order to like hear for that hey Siri, I think that the government is like using Apple to get that information from us. And another thing that I think is quite strange is that when you say like, oh, maybe I want to buy some yoga pants, if you say anything like you want to buy something, the ads on your Instagram, your Facebook will be catered to whatever you said. So that means it's listening to you. So I mean, it is a help, but it's also quite scary. So that might not be an Apple problem. I think Samsung also goes with this, that they just listen to you and make your advertisements. That might be something like deeper, but I've just noticed that, so I just wanted to let you guys know. Anyway, yeah, so Siri has been buggy lately. That might just be the case that I'm using because I don't know, maybe I like pushed it in too much. Since there's no home button to activate Siri manually, you have to just press here and there it is. So sometimes I accidentally do that. It might be just a user problem, I don't know, but that's something I've noticed. Something really big, this is like maybe the deal breaker for me, but they might fix it with an update. Out of nowhere some days, it has been really frequent, maybe once a week recently, but my phone just plays music out of nowhere. Literally no apps are open, nothing. I don't know if this is just a me problem or other Apple users have seen this, but literally no apps are open and music plays. And I'll show you guys some clips of me dealing with this here.
Industry. Stop the racism. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. See you later. Thank you, Trilla.
What is this? It's been really difficult because I don't want to listen to music sometimes, you know, like, and where is this music coming from? That's something that I'm really having trouble with, like grasping around. I don't want people to have access to my phone. I know that's obviously inevitable because this is like connected to so many different things and hackers are already always out there, but literally I don't want that to happen to me, you know what I'm saying? Like don't be going to my phone. So yeah, my phone plays randomly music whenever I press the up button, and yeah, it's very strange. Some things that I miss with Samsung, obviously I've said this in my last video, multitasking. I'm always gonna miss that. I'm always gonna miss that pop-up YouTube that I used to have, that I could just still be listening to my YouTube and go on something else. Right now I'm really into podcasts. I've been into podcasts for like a year or so, but yeah, podcasts are really good for me, and most of them are just on YouTube, but I also want to go on something else in the meantime, you know, like it's weird. I know multitasking really isn't a thing really, but I think it's a little thing, so So yeah, I just really want that multitasking back with the iPhone. I don't know if they can just integrate that somehow, but I want it. And also, I miss my customizability. Literally, if you look at my phone right now, it's honestly just a screen of multiple apps. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Multiple apps, and there's no customizability at all. The only thing customized about this is my background and my lock screen, and that's saying not that much. I know that Apple is working on a update to allow widgets on the phone. I personally use the little side widgets a lot. If you see here, especially when class was in session, I used this panel a lot, so I can have my calendar at the top, and then my screen time. I like to look at my screen time. I try to limit it now, but with this COVID-19 and staying inside all the time, definitely use the app. All right, now we have a special guest. This is CJ, and he is an Android user, has been an Android user since he first got phone. Okay, so he had the Note 4, then the S7 and the S10 Plus. So yeah, and he's thinking about switching to Apple. But what are your reasons?
Just for texting. That's it.
So what makes Android texting not the same as Apple?
Because everybody has what is it?
The blue messages.
Yeah, iMessage or something like that. And then they freaking just play games and stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't want to play no games during text. Like the only thing, but like when I do text people, they were like, "You have an Android?" I'm like, bro.
Yeah, see, and that's something that I talked about in my last video. The Android versus Apple messaging systems. There's a real war between this.
Yeah.
You get ridiculed, but that's not a reason to switch. Like, you can still, if your friends do ridicule you, they're not really your friends, aren't they?
I mean, like, if you talking to like a random person, like if you trying to talk to like a random person.
Oh, so get those snap.
Girl. Like,
What? So he's talking about on the relationship tip.
no, not really.
But yeah, there is a war between the green bubbles and the blue bubbles. I don't think it's that big of a deal when you look at the big spectrum, but that's a big deal for him since it's his age group is like more iMessage. I really hate how I really hate how the phone world made that separation, because it's not really a big deal when you have iMessage. Like, I go on iMessage, I don't really use it that much. Actually, I do, but I don't do like the cool stuff like the invisible ink. I don't play that many games. I really only played the games like once with my cousins. Like, it's really not worth it.
Like, everything on the Android is better, right? But then it's only the messages that's
it's only these social aspects
yeah
that are different, and some of our pictures, some of Android's pictures don't share the same quality as iPhones on these social applications. That's what I mean.
Look on Snapchat.
Yeah, if you send an Android a picture, if you have two Androids, you send one Android a picture, it's gonna be great. But if an Android sends an Apple a picture, baby girl.
Yeah, because I post something on my story, and then all my Apple friends like, I can't see nothing. I'm like, bro, what?
And Snapchat, that's a whole different story, because they try to make Android look terrible because they take a screen grab instead of taking the actual quality. So that's a whole nother debate. But yeah, as you see here, this is a prime example of social media, Apple fanboys and fangirls ridiculing Android users. And that's what changes our mind, and that's really terrible that it has come to this, but something's gotta change. Thank you, CJ, for being in here.
Yay.
Okay, so right now I'm just looking at some comments that I got in my last video. Someone said that they want to switch, but they think that the iPhone is too restrictive. Restrictive in terms, I think it is restrictive in terms of customizability and multitasking, but me being a Samsung user for so many years before and switching, like, it is a downgrade in those two aspects, but the battery life and the screen quality, everything else, I think maybe could overshadow that. I'm not making this video to switch my Samsung people, because obviously I'm going to be Samsung through and through. This is just a testing period, but I think it's worth the try, because there's nothing really bad about it other than it limits your multitasking. It will slow you down a little bit, but other than that, we can get through it. So in closing, changing from Android to iPhone, it's all up to you. I say give it a shot, see what the big hype is on the other side, because it literally isn't that big of a change, except for better battery life, better camera, and then I guess you're part of the ecosystem with the blue messages. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. Everyone knows that Android is just a better phone. It's better. You could do literally anything on an Android, but it comes down to these small things that society makes cool, I guess. And I fed right into it. I'm not gonna lie. I said, give me it. I said, package that and send it to me. So yeah, I just fell right into the trap, and I'm okay with it, honestly. I still love Android. I don't know if I'll go back. I probably will. It just depends on the updates, because I think once I'm out of college, who's gonna be really texting me? No one. So I can just go right back to my regular Samsung, because you can do more. It's more productive, and I love it so much. But yeah, that's my update on the iPhone. If you guys have any questions, any comments, put them down below. I can answer them for you. And I might do a what's on my phone, just to let you guys know what productive apps that I have on there, as well as like just some cool stuff that I got on it, because the Apple App Store is pretty cool too. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.